guys, it's Ty the Real Estate Guy. Welcome to another episode of A Day in the Life of a Real Estate Agent. Here we are on a fabulous December day. It's raining outside, but it's supposed to turn to snow for the first time this year. Haven't seen any snow yet. It's been a nice winter for us. Today, I'm headed to Ogden, Utah, because I'm working with a client and their purchase price is max $350,000, which is almost impossible to find on a single family home in Utah right now. So we're gonna have to go out past Salt Lake City. It's about an hour and a half drive for me from Eagle Mountain. You know, we're looking for a fun drive and praying that there's no snow. We have an exciting episode for you today because there's a lot of crazy things happening right now. Number one, Utah, Salt Lake in particular, was just named by Realtor.com to be the #1 real estate market in 2022 in the nation, which means we have another crazy year ahead of us. And I will be doing a video to kind of give the more specific information on that for you. Also, I need to apologize to you guys because I have not been putting out videos on my YouTube channel like I want. I have been so slammed, and I've purposely set up my business plan not to slow down during the holiday seasons. Usually that means I get busier because a lot of agents actually kind of relax or kind of want to take that time off. So I have just been so busy and I'm so grateful for that, but it really does bother me that I'm not able to put out YouTube videos on a more normal basis. So I'm sorry for that. I also want to take a quick moment to thank those of you who have entrusted me to help you buy, sell, build, or invest in real estate. It has been an incredible year, and I can't say enough of how grateful I am for all of you guys. Normally, I keep my business in Utah County and a little bit into Salt Lake County, but this year, I've done deals all the way from Ogden to Spanish Fork. If you're to drive from Spanish Fork to Ogden, that's probably about a 3-hour drive, you know, depending on traffic. And I'm just praying I can get to Ogden before it starts snowing, but I don't think that's gonna happen. One of the things that I'm most grateful for is that through my YouTube channel, I've been able to help thousands of people all across the country and even in other parts of the world. I was really stoked to get a phone call from someone from Switzerland earlier this year and help them move to Utah. I've been able to help a lot of people transfer from out of state and obviously helping a lot of people here in Utah. To me, that's just amazing. And I just love helping people. It's one of the things that makes me happier than pretty much anything else that I do. And I just want to thank the people who have taken the time to write a little message of gratitude or that have just reached out to me with other questions relating to real estate. As many of you know, I've gone from new home construction to really helping a lot of investors. It's been so rewarding to help normal people become real estate investors because a lot of people don't realize how easy it is. Honestly, almost anybody, I don't want to say anybody, but if you know how to save some money and you know how to work hard, anybody can become a real estate investor. We have a system, a seller finance or creative financing system that just works amazing. And I'm so proud to share that with people and to teach them and help people who maybe even don't even know how they'll retire start becoming real estate investors. So that's been my focus now, but I am still helping people through the home build process. I'm helping people buy and sell their homes traditionally as well. And I'm helping people buy rental properties. So, you know, whatever your goals are, I'm here to help you achieve them as quickly as possible. And if you have any questions, if you have a home to sell, if you want to buy a house, if you want to become a real estate investor, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I would be honored to serve you and guide you through the process. Also, as many of you know, I have reached the 12,000 subscriber mark. That is a proud moment for me. My goal in 2022 is to get to 25,000. I want to double that. That would make me really proud because I know that what I'm doing is helping people. So if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to ring that little bell to be notified each time I post new videos because I will be producing videos that are going to help you no matter what your real estate goals are. And I just want to give a quick shout out to the king of creative financing, Dustin Zeller. He's my good friend and I feel so blessed to work with him on helping these investors. I'm not gonna go into the creative financing thing right now because I've done multiple videos on it. As a matter of fact, I just did one with Dustin that really breaks down exactly what we're doing. If you're wondering what is creative financing, you're gonna wanna watch that video. I'll put a link below. If you live in Utah, guess what? I can help you drastically increase your passive income and we can do it pretty quick. If you live outside of Utah and you'd consider investing here, I can help you as well. It looks like the rain is kind of starting to turn to snow, and this is my commute this morning. Okay, so as I stated earlier, I'm headed to Ogden to show some houses. This couple I'm working with, it's a young couple. They're looking at purchasing the home, living in it for 1 year, and then we're going to seller finance that property and buy them a new home. And the plan is to do this 3 or 4 times, maybe even 5 times, and that will put them in an extremely strong financial position for the rest of their lives, really. We're gonna be able to set them up to have a lot of success. I'm super excited to help such amazing people. And later today, I'm actually headed back into Salt Lake City for a closing, and we'll call the buyer Kenny. I don't want to give you his real name, right? Kenny came to us, a young guy, only owned 1 house, and we have found a way to help him purchase a creative finance property that we are going to turn and burn immediately. Matter of fact, you guys will die when you see the numbers, and I'll actually do a video of this as soon as possible to just show you guys how amazing this seller finance process can be. And who knows, maybe we'll even be able to get Kenny to tell his story. I think that would be kind of cool. You know, honestly, I'm kind of on the verge of needing an assistant. Yesterday, I spent literally the entire day. People say literally too much, don't they? Sorry for saying literally. I literally didn't mean to say that. Anyways, yesterday, I was so slammed. I did not have 1 free second to do anything outside of work. You know, I submitted 6 offers yesterday, and it was just crazy trying to help people find houses in this market. But the cool thing is, I have been able to get people homes and negotiate the seller to pay the closing costs even in this market. And I have a feeling as spring comes along, it's gonna get a lot harder to do that. If you live in Utah right now and you're thinking, I'll buy a house in a couple months, do not wait. Trust me, do not wait. Mortgage rates are going to come up. House prices are going to come up. So by waiting, you're only gonna cost yourself more money. And I'm not being a salesperson. I'm sincerely trying to help you. If you can buy a house, you want to do it right now. December is an incredible time to buy a house because there's not a lot of buyers, and people who are trying to sell their house for too much a couple months ago, their house is still on the market, and we're getting those houses for better deals as people start to realize their house was overpriced. So there are deals to be had right now. If you wait until, I don't know, it could be as early as mid-January. Usually it's kind of mid-February, but if you wait, you're gonna find yourself in multiple offer situations fighting over houses. I don't want that to happen to you. If you can buy a house, do not wait. Call me right now. I will guide you through the process. And if you don't want to use me, no pressure. I would still love to talk with you and help guide you through the process. The last numbers I heard is that Utah is still 30,000 units short of what's needed for the people who currently live in Utah. And not only do we already have a lot of people living here that need houses, we have a lot of people that are planning to move here that need a house. So it's really not going to get better. I wouldn't expect any sort of slowdown until June. And when I say slowdown, I'm not saying that the market's going to correct. It's not this year, not 2022. But we could start to see the market slow down a little bit then. I would expect in Utah, home prices go up another 8 to 12% this year. And I really haven't seen any statistics from, you know, the people who do statistics. But last year we saw 30% year over year, which is insane. So if we had another 10% year, that's just unbelievable. But once again, we are so short on housing, there's really no reason for us to see an immediate correction. It could be 3 to 5 years before we see any sort of market stability here in Utah. So I think right now, especially with these super low mortgage rates, it really is the best time to buy a house in probably the next, I would say, 2 to 3 years safely. You know, I gotta admit something. My work-life balance is way off. If you've been following me for a while, you know that physical fitness is a super important part of my life. I cannot remember the last time that I lifted weights. And, you know, I used to be on a really strict schedule for weightlifting, and that's extremely frustrating. I can see my muscles on my arms are smaller. It's embarrassing. And as far as my family goes, I love my family. They are my number one priority. It's good to make money, but there are more important priorities. And sometimes it's hard because you need to help people. When they call me, I feel obligated to help them find a house, right? Or buy a house or become investors. And sometimes I just get caught up in that, and it happens all day long. I mean, I can't plan anything because my plans change every day. I get new appointments all the time. I think it's about time I get an assistant. I'm not sure how to do that or how I go about doing that, but I definitely need to start taking some of this off my plate and getting someone to help me. So, hey, if you guys know someone, if you're watching and you're like, hey, I could help Ty, I'd be great. Message me below, and who knows, maybe we can work something out. I think it's about time I seriously consider bringing on an assistant. Obviously, being a father and a husband comes first, and I got 4 beautiful, beautiful daughters and a super hottie wife, and I just don't want to let them down because they're all incredible human beings. They mean so much to me. So I have a quick question for you guys. What is it that you want from me? I want to provide the content that you want. Do you like these candid videos like this where I'm talking to you while I'm driving, kind of telling you what I'm up to? Or do you prefer the more concise, more scripted information? Are those videos better? Are these better? Do you want to hear more about new home construction? Do you want to learn more about real estate or what I'm doing in my daily life as a real estate agent? Do you want to hear about my clients? I want to know what's important to you, what you want to know, and I'll make videos like that. I have a list of 200 videos I can do, and there's no way I can get to them all. What's the most important? I mean, do you guys want market updates? Do you want Utah housing market updates? In the comment section below, leave a comment and let me know what you want from me, and I'll give it to you. At least I'll do my best. Also, as much as I love Utah, I do not love the snow. Matter of fact, I actually hate snow. I was raised in Arizona. I went to college in Hawaii, and I'm fine with a sunny Christmas. I love the sand, the beach, the sun. I would take a Christmas like that 100 times out of 100 times. I do love the beautiful white Christmases, but it's just not worth it. It's too cold. I don't like being cold, you know? Who likes being cold? All that being said, I do love Utah. I just don't like being cold. And who knows, maybe someday, if I'm lucky, I'll take my show to Hawaii and start selling real estate there. That would be a dream come true. I'm up for that. I would do that 100%. It's just kind of hard when I have kids, and especially my kids are really into basketball. They have their teams, their coaches, all those things. It's pretty hard to imagine pulling them away from that and going somewhere like Hawaii, which would be a completely different experience. But who knows? Maybe they'd love it. Who knows? Maybe the opportunity will come up. We'll just have to wait and see. So we're about 10 minutes away from my first showing, and this young couple I've been working with, we've missed out, I think, on like 9 properties. Once again, that's because we are not going to overpay for a house. We are trying to get them a deal and find a seller that will pay their closing costs. So we actually submitted a couple of offers just the other day, and 2 of those offers got accepted. So we're gonna go look at those 2 houses, and we need to let one of the sellers know as soon as possible, because it's Friday, that we are not going to move forward with their property. I hate when that happens, but we've been missing out and missing out and missing out. So we're excited to finally have 2 under contract. I guess we'll let you know how that goes. The roads are getting messy. We're kind of getting a mix of rain and snow right now. Okay guys, we made it to snowy Ogden. This is the first snow that I've seen this winter. Okay guys, we're pulling up to the first property. You can see it right here behind me. Let's go step inside. Okay, we're coming up on property number 2. Okay, so we just finished looking at property number 2. The home is much smaller, but it was also much cleaner. So my clients have a really hard decision to make. The heater wasn't turned on in that house, so it was freezing, and now I'm freezing, and now I really want to move to Hawaii. So now we are on our way to see Kenny and close on his house on the seller finance side of the transaction. See, it's snowing now. Heading inside to First Liberty Title for our closing with our buddy Kenny. Okay guys, we just finished up with Kenny's closing. He is making a lot of money up front and a lot of money per month. It's an amazing, it's a matter of fact, a perfect seller finance transaction. Now I'm headed to meet with one of these young realtors that I'm kind of mentoring, and then I'm gonna head home. You're lucky to make a video of yesterday's day in the life of a real estate agent, because I sat in front of my computer from 5 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. No joke, making deals, submitting offers, doing all that sort of thing that we have to do. That's the boring side of the business. and it happens. I appreciate you guys watching. Please give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell to be notified each time I post new videos. Other than that, we'll catch you next time. One last thing. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you guys what a 3:30 p.m. snowy day traffic looks like on I-15 through Salt Lake City. Here we are at the point of the mountain coming into Utah County. Brake lights ahead. Can't even see a single building.